Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Rundown, episode number 151. I'm here with
Chris.
you, just Chris.
Yeah,
You get, aren't you a champion? You forgot you have something that you could say you have.
I have something that I have.
You have the Money in the Bank briefcase. You forgot
I
about that.
yeah,
How
I
could
have
you?
that thing.
If you can you imagine the Money in the Bank winner in real life like forgot they were the Money in the Bank contract holder, and so they didn't cash it in the whole year because they forgot. Um, that'd be fun.
Funny.
But anyhow, I am the first and only ever dual champion on this show. I am the No DQ NXT Predictions Champion and the Wrestling Rundown Predictions Heavyweight Champion. I'm just draped in gold right now, and
Not for long now.
no, forever. Like I said, if I retain at WrestleMania both belts, I'm not defending my titles for a long time. So
Yeah, we'll
better
see
hope.
about that.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I could just use that briefcase.
could, but gotta wait. You better not use it at the fucking Saudi show because then I gotta fucking show up. And you better not, because then my 2 weeks off are gonna mean nothing. You know, if you use it there, then you automatically lose because I'm not showing up. So,
Never know. You have to be there.
I'm not showing up. I'll have Noah defend it for me. I'll have a substitute, like people.
And I'll strip you of the championship.
I'm the host, so I can do that. So.
No, I'm the host.
But yeah, we got a lot of professional wrestling to talk about. We're getting on the verge to probably going to be the longest professional wrestling show in history. 7.5 hours. Might as well just make it 8 hours at that point. But but let's just talk about these shows. So we're going to start off with. We're going to mention some professional wrestling news along the way and stuff too. Let's start off though first with Monday Night Raw, which I was there for. I was happy to be there for it. If you want to know where my seat was, it wasn't one of the best seats, but I was in the balcony 328, row 1, seat 3. Well, I actually had to sit at seat 2 because my uncle was like, "No, you're gonna sit here. I want to sit at the end." But I was supposed to be at seat 3, so if you were looking at seat 3 and didn't see me there, that's why I wasn't there, because my uncle took my seat. So it's a very sad day. Like I was so excited to be sitting in seat 3, and then I had to sit in seat 2. It was the worst thing ever. I almost wanted to leave because
I didn't get my way, so now I'm gonna leave.
We had the dark matches on the show, which are the main event matches. I missed EC3 versus Tyler Breeze because I was getting food, so that was kind of more important. I saw who won. EC3 got a win, but guess what, Chris? It doesn't count because it's on main event, so his win means nothing. So,
is this first win technically on the main roster?
I think no. He beat Dean Ambrose in his first.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
How could you remember that? So,
who could remember that?
And then Heavy Machinery beat the Ascension. And that match was like so forgettable because if I was eating my food and if you don't look like right at the ring, you forget that there was even a match on. That's how much.
Yeah.
There was like no heat for that match at all. So, and Renee Young, Byron Saxton, and Percy Watson do commentary for it. There's not even a play-by-play guy out there on commentary. It's freaking Saxton, Percy Watson, and Renee Young. And they try to make it like Percy Watson like a heel commentator, but he's like such an uber baby face, it doesn't work. So,
especially in NXT.
Yeah. So can you just stop doing main event? Like enough. Like
that comes from someone who loves main event, though.
Yeah, that's enough. But then we had Raw itself, and it's definitely different going there live without the pyro because the pyro is like such a big part of it. You get used to it at this point because I've been to enough shows now. Because was there pyro when we went to SmackDown doing the shake-up? There was pyro, correct?
Yeah, there was pyro. It was really loud, too, especially for AJ's entrance.
Yeah. So, you had the commentary team, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Renee Young. That didn't really affect me because I couldn't hear them. I couldn't see them too because I was behind like the big screen and stuff like that. So it was almost as if they weren't even there at all. So, and actually, Corey Graves comes out to like his actual theme music when his theme song's different now than it was when he like it's not like his last theme song that he had when he was wrestling. I think they remixed it a bit. It's actually kind of crappy now, so thank God.
Yeah, so they changed it and made it worse.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing new. It's the main roster, man. What do you want from them?
Usually, but they made Drew McIntyre's song better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well because they wanted to give McIntyre a big. Well, the difference is too. We're never gonna hear Corey Graves' song on the main roster, so.
Yes, that doesn't even matter.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine too? Like right now, they just posted like a YouTube clip of like his theme song now and stuff. Now that I've said that, just because
of Corey Graves.
Yeah,
they already did. They did like months ago.
Oh, but then the show started off with Ronda Rousey, and the show didn't start off right away. They showed like all the media stuff because the woman main event in WrestleMania this year, which Becky Lynch then has to win at WrestleMania because the women's main event of WrestleMania would be a complete bust. If
I'm hearing Charlotte.
Huh?
I'm hearing Charlotte.
If Ronda Rousey wins, it would be a complete bust.
But if Charlotte wins, it's a complete bust because she already has a fucking championship.
Yeah, if Becky Lynch does not, I think if anyone bet Becky Lynch does win, I must say if anyone bet Becky Lynch doesn't win, like.
If she doesn't win, there's just 0 point of that being the main event.
Yeah. I will say this though: if she loses and Kofi wins, then I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Like,
it'd be them both winning.
Yeah. So starts off with Ronda Rousey. That was like the first thing we heard when Monday Night Raw started. She says you're welcome, because without her, the show wouldn't have main event. The woman wouldn't be main event in the show this year. And then,
which is false.
What else did she talk about? Because it was a week ago. Because it was like Monday. I think she said like she's gonna make both Becky Lynch and Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Apparently, Ronda Rousey's gonna make herself. Oh look, James is here.
Hold on, I'm not here yet. My fucking camera, no.
Well, we'll record, buddy. So,
Oh well, hi.
Yeah, we're recording.
Yep. We haven't. We just like really started. So.
Yeah.
Have you really? You guys
we just started like right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Hi everyone. I'm here, and
we're not even through the first segment yet. So.
Yeah. I'm not editing this out, James. It's staying in here. So.
Oh well.
Yeah. Too bad.
All right, here's the thing. Are we only doing main roster? Because I've actually only watched main roster stuff. I wasn't able to watch any of the other shit because I've been all over the place.
We're doing the other stuff, too.
Shit.
Sorry.
I'm in the same boat. I only watched 205.
Watch anything? Did you watch anything else or no?
Raw, SmackDown, 205.
So, you haven't watched any of those? Or
I've watched Raw and SmackDown in 205. I have not watched both NXTs.
I didn't even watch 205. I watched some of the Raw and SmackDown shit. I feel like I'm not going to offer much.
Well,
fuck. I just came in here for nothing. Alright, when are you guys doing the next show? Thursday, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll just make it there then, because this is what happens when you get PAX last minute. Fucking...
What do you mean?
Okay.
I went to PAX East.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Also, before you leave, Wednesday after NXT, we're doing the predictions with Colin and Chris because that's this week.
And that's for
and WrestleMania. So.
Okay, so that's when they're gonna do that.
It's going on my channel. If you want to post it on your channel, you can. I was gonna say it's going on your channel, but it's your channel, so I have to ask you about that first. So,
do you need? Do you need? Okay, are you doing it on your channel? The prediction.
It's gonna be a Skype call, and I'm gonna post it on my channel, and then you can download it off Skype and post it on your channel if you want. So.
Okay, well, do that, and you guys have fun and enjoy the show. I'm gonna go do schoolwork and try to, yeah.
You don't have you can't you're not doing plugs this week because he didn't offer anything.
Yeah,
so.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Just
So.
you guys know it anyway. I say it 100 times over anyway.
Yeah.
So, bye.
Not editing this out.
I'll be on here Thursday, everybody. Bye bye.
6:00 p.m. You gotta be here.
6:00 p.m.
Oh, that was the most randomest thing ever.
Okay.
It just shows you that anything can happen on the wrestling rundown. So.
It goes to show you.
All right, so let's get back to Raw. So yeah, Ronda Rousey said she's gonna make both Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair tap out at the same time. Which, I think Charlotte Flair is going to be the only one tapping out. I don't think Becky Lynch is going to be tapping out. So, imagine Becky Lynch taps out, immediately, and Charlotte Flair, doesn't tap out at all. And then...
Yeah.
And then Ronda Rousey said there's going to be a Beat the Clock challenge tonight. She says, something like it's a stupid match gimmick. Now, if you were there live, you would not know, why they were having a Beat the Clock challenge. They didn't... because you can't hear the commentators, you're just stuck sitting there thinking are they doing this for a reason? But I guess they weren't doing this for any reason. They just randomly decided to have a Beat the Clock challenge. So, Becky Lynch comes out. She says some stuff, putting down Ronda Rousey and everything. And then Charlotte Flair comes out. She says some stuff. Not the most in-depth thing, but they said stuff. I mean, they said the stuff you would expect them to say. What do you want? I'm not going to go into detail about it because I don't feel like it. So
I don't either.
And then they had the Beat the Clock challenge. They all faced the Wyatt Squad, who I forgot were thin.
Yep.
Ronda Rousey, I think, beat Sarah Logan in a minute. And then Charlotte Flair didn't beat Ronda Rousey's time by beating Ruby Riott. And then she blindsided Becky Lynch before her match with Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch just won in a roll-up. This was a mess.
I might add that
I'm saying
this entire segment, from beginning to end, was about 12 minutes long.
Yeah. All of this was just a mess, though. Did the whole 12 minutes air on TV or no?
Yes.
Okay.
From the time that Raw started at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Until the final 3 count for Becky Lynch, it was about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
3 matches.
Yeah.
Took a grand total of about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
What a fucking joke.
Yeah. It was it's a pretty big joke. Becky Lynch got a big pop when she came out, though. I don't think she got I don't think she got the biggest pop of the night, though, but she got a pretty big pop. And then...
Well, she's also extremely over.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't really care about this. And now, apparently, next week, which is tomorrow, if you're seeing this, they're going to do, a 6-woman tag with all these women. And, if Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch, turn on each other, then a lot of the WrestleMania main event, it's why are you even doing that part of it? Because we know none of them, it doesn't even make any sense. Why would Vince threaten to take Charlotte Flair out? He put Charlotte Flair in there for a reason, so it's
I would laugh if Ronda Rousey got taken out of the match.
Yeah.
And she was stripped of the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, because they tried that one. They tried that once. That didn't work.
Yeah, they took the title off of her.
Yeah.
And then they just gave it right back to her.
Yeah.
Even though she literally put the title down.
Yeah.
And gave up the champion.
This triple threat match has become a mess of a storyline, because what happened is
convoluted.
They blew the load so early that now they have to what's probably going to happen too is they're going to beat the Wyatt Squad, and then they'll all get into a big brawl where all the security is going to have to come out and stuff, and it'll be it's going to be the last thing on Raw we see this week before WrestleMania.
The main event.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
That it's main eventing, or that
that's the main event of Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, I mean it should main event WrestleMania, obviously. Because
obviously I'm not saying it should have main event WrestleMania. Yeah. It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be how Raw ends.
Yeah.
On Monday.
And then Finn Balor wrestled Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush in like a 2-on-1 handicap match where if he won, he got to face Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental belt at WrestleMania. But Leo Rush said he wasn't medically cleared to wrestle because he got like destroyed by Braun Strowman last week, even though he looked fine to me, but I guess he wasn't medically cleared. So
He looked perfectly fine.
So then instead it's Bobby Lashley and Jinder Mahal, which they would have been better off just having Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley because Finn Balor just won anyways, and it's gonna be Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley for the millionth and 22nd time at WrestleMania. So.
Yay!
The only thing that would get me excited is if he comes out as the Demon, but then I'll ask, why are you the Demon at WrestleMania, but not against Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble
Oh yeah, exactly.
for the Intercontinental belt too. But yeah, this was fine. I was happy to see Finn. So, but yeah, it was just kind of whatever, and then. Aleister Black and Ricochet beat the Revival. This was cool. Aleister Black's entrance is just awesome to see live. And I guess he just hides underneath that blanket that's on the table because you didn't actually see him go on the blanket or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
You didn't see him walk out there or anything?
No, there was just his table and stuff, and he was out there. So I wonder if he just sits under there. And I was asking my cousin. Do you think he gets bored because he can't go on his phone or anything because he can't leave it in his wrestling tights? He must be bored as hell sitting under there.
Oh yeah.
And I did actually also bring up this point to my cousin for the Finn Balor match. Again, the Sin Brothers and Leo Rush are trying to interfere and Finn Balor's ducking it. Why are you ducking these hits? If you just let him hit you, you go to WrestleMania and fight for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh yeah.
Also, too, I forgot to mention, Bobby Lashley, destroyed Jinder Mahal and the Sin Brothers afterwards, so... Whatever.
Yeah. Finn Balor's going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right for the IC title, he's going to be the Demon. And if
Hopefully.
he loses, the Demon's dead.
Ricochet's 6:30 looks awesome live, too, actually, I should mention.
Ricochet is just an incredible human being. So.
Yeah. The Revival Ricochet match I liked. I thought that was really good. So
yeah,
seeing that he had a black match on both the Revival members too.
That was awesome. They didn't
yeah.
they didn't call it right on commentary. They said he hit Scott Dawson when he actually hit both of them.
Yeah,
which is incredible accuracy.
Yeah,
to be able to hit both of them at the same time.
And then Drew McIntyre came out and. He cut a promo on Roman Reigns again, but really he cut a promo on Joe, telling him not to show up at WrestleMania because you beat leukemia, but you're not going to beat me. So I guess he's referencing he's going to kill Roman Reigns at WrestleMania because, and then Roman Reigns comes out, he accepts the challenge, but as for Joe, he beats him up and they get into a brawl, and then McIntyre lays him up with a little blow, and then lays him up with a Claymore kick. Roman Reigns didn't get a big reaction like I thought he would because, it was in New England pretty much where he announced he had his leukemia. I thought he would have gotten a bigger pop, and and people got into Roman Reigns, but I thought he would have gotten a bigger reaction, but he didn't. So
yeah,
and I like though that Roman Reigns is continuing to look vulnerable. Going into this match with Drew McIntyre because you have to make him as likable as possible because. You don't want those boos coming back. So, and I forgot to mention this because I didn't take pictures of it because it was on the big screen. Throughout the night, they were doing Elias segments. He did one all in New York where he was performing in Square Garden because maybe he was trying to get G1 Supercard tickets because G1 Supercard needs a performer. Elias would be perfect for that. So, someone interrupted him, and Elias just, tells him to go away, and, he has, his coffee, and someone puts, a quarter or something in his cup, thinking, he's a homeless guy, and he makes, all this money, performing, but someone comes and steals the money. I laughed when someone stole the money, because,
that was hilarious.
Yeah. So I actually liked the Elias segment. It just sucks because like we know he's getting interrupted at WrestleMania, so like why bother like building up to that? Like it would be awesome if he doesn't get interrupted at WrestleMania. He just performs and you know, but he's getting interrupted at WrestleMania. So
100%.
Are you interrupted at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
And then Sasha Banks wrestled Natalia again. Sasha Banks got no reaction when she came out, which I laughed at because
They didn't even say she's from Boston.
Oh, they didn't, yeah. It was pretty funny. She got like nothing when she came out though, because you know, you would think that like the hometown person would get a big reaction, but nope. And because like of Sasha Banks' reputation like outside the business now and stuff, so I don't know. But they have a match, and I'm gonna steal a quote from Noah. Control A. No, actually no, because that would be the whole show. Control Z, Control V. It was last week's segment, which is copy and paste because that's how you copy and paste on a computer. So, and then Beth Phoenix just lays everybody. Well, not everybody, but you know, Nia Jax and Tamina out, which you know, kind of makes like her teaming up with Natty pointless because it's like, what do you need Natalia for if you can do all this damage yourself? People chanted, "You still got it" at Beth Phoenix, so that was cool. But they would chant that, you know, if like, you know, Edge just punched somebody once. So,
Yep.
I guarantee you they would. Like, they would chant, "You still got it" at Edge, which, you know, don't chant that at Edge because that would give him some ideas. You don't want to give Edge any ideas. So, I love how Beth Phoenix is out there and I'm talking about her husband Edge. It's just awesome. Just shows you I mean, it's not like I don't care about Beth Phoenix, but you know, she only is known because she was in an era of bad wrestlers. So
Yeah.
So, and then you know the Boston Hug Connection cut a promo backstage saying they're gonna fight, you know, have a 4-way match at WrestleMania with the Iconics involved. So they did women's tag team title match at WrestleMania. For people that wanted their belts, you got them, and guess what? They mean nothing. So. Like, I think these belts meant nothing from, like, not day one, but, like, since the day after Elimination Chamber, pretty much, so. And then, we have the Moment of Bliss with Braun Strowman, which nobody cared about. You know, they had Colin Jost and Michael Chain, the SNL guys, come on the Titantron or the screen, whatever, and, you know, Josh sounded like he was like reading right off a script with the way he was talking. They got booed heavily because no one wants to see these guys. They talk trash about Braun Strowman, but like are trying to butter up to him. And you know, Josh is just being an idiot, and it's supposed to be funny, but it's not funny. If this is like what SNL is, then I'm not watching it ever again. So
it was just wasn't funny.
I mean, SNL isn't even that excited. From what I hear, it's just all jokes about the government at this point. How many times can you make jokes about the government before it gets
apparently all the time?
Yeah. But you know, he puts like the New York Yankees hat on, which of course was going to get heat, and you know it was so predictable that everyone was going to boo. But it's like he didn't even need the sports heat because everyone already hated him anyway. So why does he need to do that? So
he's just like an unfunny comedian.
Yeah, Michael Chain was, I guess, fine, but you know.
Michael Che's fine. Michael Che's like, he's all right. I don't mind him. It's just fucking Colin Jost isn't funny.
Yeah.
The entire him being funny was ruined for me when he was put down by Braun Strowman after being choked for a solid 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And was perfectly fine that nothing ever happened and didn't sell anything.
And Braun Strowman wants them to go into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And I guess that's going to... And then, you know, they don't want to go in because they don't want to get murdered by Braun Strowman. So Alexa Bliss is like... I guess Alexa Bliss just puts them in because she's the host of WrestleMania. She makes the matches. So, yeah, it was... that was that. They're in the Battle Royal. I could care less. It makes me not... Which sucks because now the Battle Royal is going to get the main card, which puts the cruiserweights even further... Like, it's pretty much set in stone the cruiserweights are going on the kickoff now because...
oh, yeah.
You know... because they're not going to put the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on the kickoff now if Colin Jost and Michael Chain are in it. So, but they announced,
it's not going on the pre-show.
Yeah,
and you know what's kind of funny too is they didn't announce any participants until like yesterday.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, it was just like Braun Strowman, Michael Che, and Colin Jost.
Well, speaking of that, let's talk about the other participants. I had them up apparently, and I guess I don't have them up now. So just give me. But yeah, that segment was just trash. Like, no one was into that. Like, that killed the crowd. Like, well, like because Baron Corbin's match was next, so obviously like following that with Baron Corbin, no one's gonna like that. All right. So here's
Barry Corbs.
Here's who the other participants are. Representing Monday Night Raw are Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Kalisto, Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor, and Connor. Representing SmackDown are Andrade, Ali, because his name is shortened now, which hurts Ali's brand because I hear like if you look up his name, like his picture doesn't even come up. So, way to kill a guy's career with that. Shelton Benjamin, who's still on SmackDown apparently. I thought he was on Raw, but
I thought he was too.
I guess that just proves I think they're getting away from the brand split because people are just going from brand to brand now. So, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, and Jeff Hardy, which I'm disappointed about because I wanted Usos versus the Hardys at WrestleMania. We're not getting.
I was disappointed too.
And then the free agents are Otis, Tucker, and EC3. So, that's a right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the free agents.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot they're free agents.
Yeah, even though they only they're such free agents, they only show up on Raw though. No, not even Raw. Main event. They don't even show up anywhere else. So,
at least Heavy Machinery shows up on Raw.
Yeah, EC3 doesn't even show up on Raw. He just shows up
is a mute.
Yeah. So the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, they have no interest in, and now that Colin Jost and Michael Chain are in it, have absolutely no interest in it at all. So
the more I think about it, the more this is going to be in the pre-show.
Yeah. And I think they're going to win too, actually. And it really wouldn't be that big of a deal if they win because it's not like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal has meant anything anyways. So
yeah, but that would tarnish it a little bit.
It's already tarnished though. Like,
but at least legitimate wrestlers have won it though.
Mojo Wally,
legitimate wrestler.
I don't know, man. Mojo, he didn't even win it himself.
But still, though, he's still a wrestler. He still competes every week. Whereas these unfunny idiots, it would just completely ruin the whole fucking thing if they win. And the more you say it, the more I think it's going to happen. Yeah.
And then it's going to hurt Braun Strowman if they eliminate him at last too.
That's like I give that a 99% chance that they're going to eliminate him.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be the first one eliminated now that I think of it.
Braun Strowman?
Yeah.
No, here's what's going to happen. They're not going to do jack shit the whole match. And then it's going to come down to like Braun Strowman versus like them. He'll eliminate Michael Che, but Colin Jost will eliminate him. Like Strowman will like miss something in the corner and he'll fall out and
like a boot or something. Like a splash.
And he'll get eliminated, and then he'll win, and then Strowman will just still kill him anyways. And Strowman's momentum will be dead if
Strowman wins the Andre Battle Royal, at least puts a little bit of credibility to it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But if he's like the last guy to get out by Colin Jost, then you might as well just like release Braun Strowman at that point because there's no recovery at that point.
You might as well just stop doing the Andre Battle. Might as well just call it something else.
Yeah.
Because it's they're having the women's battle royal. You might as well just call it the men's battle royal.
Yeah.
Because the entire point of having Andre's name to it is to make it special. It's not special.
Yeah.
I guess Matt Hardy is probably the only legitimate, person in it who's had success in WWE. Who's won?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Because I don't think Baron Corbin. Because Baron Corbin's had like success, but he wasn't because like the Battle Royal didn't help him get
the
success.
Battle Royal didn't help him, but he's won the Money in the Bank. He's won the United States Championship. Like he's had success in WWE.
Yeah.
But Mojo.
Yeah.
No.
Remember too. Remember the guy that Mojo threw out too. Remember when he went like the final.
Oh. Mojo was supposed to be in line for that.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened to Mojo? Oh yeah, his push went to fucking Jinder Mahal.
Yeah. So then, speaking of Baron Corbin, he wrestled Apollo Crews. What was funny about this is when he gets announced that he is announced as Boston's favorite son, and he's not even from Boston. So it was a way to get him heat, but it didn't really work because everyone in the crowd kind of went, "What?" Like,
oh yeah.
When
he said that, I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
And you didn't see this live, but he mentioned like all of his accolades.
No, they did. They said that in the broadcast.
Oh, well, he mentioned all of his accolades, and he beats Apollo Crews, and it's 50-50 booking. I don't like that, so
should have been Apollo, but hey, just saying.
And then I think Seth came out and did his promo next, and he talked about how he had like the sign-in in Boston, and everyone was saying he should beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So now he realizes that it's going to be the fans versus Brock Lesnar the fans and him versus Brock Lesnar. We don't want just the fans wrestling Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I don't know.
It's just them. It's just us.
Yeah. And Seth Rollins says he's going to beat Brock Lesnar and he's going to bring the Universal Championship back to Raw. But before he can like finish his sentence, Paul Heyman comes out and says, "Thank you for informing me that it's going to be a handicap match." And says,
I was like, "What?" When he says, like, I was like, "What? What?"
Yeah, and then he says, that, now that the fans are in it, Brock Lesnar has more of a likely chance to win because he doesn't say this, but he could just pin one of the fans now instead of Seth Rollins to retain a championship. So
yeah, but also at the same time, it could be like a 50-way pin.
Yeah,
it could be a pig pile with 100,000 people on top of him, and he lose.
And then he says that Brock Lesnar. I forget what else he said. It's a typical Paul Heyman promo. Like he's gonna conquer Seth Rollins or something like to that exchange and conquer the fans. Then Seth Rollins runs up to him. Oh, and he also says like all the prayers and stuff aren't gonna be enough to get Seth Rollins through WrestleMania, which is really weird that Seth Rollins would say that because he's an atheist. So Seth Rollins ain't doing any praying. So then he says that I'm going to be the answer to fans' prayers. But how can an atheist be the answer to like fans' prayers? So
he's God.
Okay. He's an atheist though. So does that mean Seth Rollins doesn't believe he exists?
Yeah.
And then Kurt Angle comes out and they do the "You Suck" at him. He has a match with Samoa Joe. It's a pretty good match. It probably didn't translate as well on TV as it did live. It was pretty cool.
It definitely seemed like two old guys just fumbling around in the ring.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though. You could definitely tell though they were, because it's not like Joe can still go, but he obviously had to kind of slow himself down a bit for Kurt Angle because he did like a lot of rest spots in the match. Was there any commercials in this match? I'm assuming there was.
I don't remember, but you could usually tell because the WWE Live thing goes away on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, I forgot. So.
And I forgot to. I don't remember. Probably.
Yeah, but Joe does a promo on Kurt and says he's gonna hurt him, because he's mean. So, and Joe does the Coquina clutch, but Kurt Angle turns it into a pin and wins, which makes sense. Because Kurt's probably gonna, win all these matches until probably win his whole retirement tour.
Yeah.
Because, I was going to say until WrestleMania, but I don't think anyone wants, his last match at WrestleMania to be a loss against Baron Corbin. So, but we'll see. And then yeah, I thought Joe looked good in this match. I thought, even though he lost, I thought he looked stronger losing because it's not like because he just it was just dumb luck that Kurt Angle won. So, but yeah, I think Dave Meltzer talked about this, and we could say what we want about him, but I think he's right here. Having Kurt Angle do all these matches kind of takes the appeal of like his last match at WrestleMania, and it's going to wear Kurt Angle out at WrestleMania when he has his final match because he's just barely holding on like as it is. You could just see that Kurt Angle's getting tired with every match he has. So, which explains why SmackDown's match was so quick. So, and then yeah, that was basically it. It was cool though that like they did this match because in the first ever main event in TNA, they probably didn't talk about this on commentary, but in TNA not the first main event, but TNA Lockdown in 2008 was in Boston, and they were in the main event, so I thought it was kind of a nice callback to that. So they probably said something to the effect like they've wrestled each other a lot, but they didn't mention like that part of it. So and then what was next? I forget. You haven't really been able to give like any thoughts about anything I've talked about with Raw or.
It's just you're covering it.
Yeah. Let's see. What was after that though? After the Kurt Angle, so they did do some stuff too. Remember that thing like Noah talked about that they did where they had to guess the nicknames and stuff? They did that again. Boston didn't let us down. The kids knew the nicknames. That was awesome. And then they came out and did like some impersonations. One kid did John Cena, another kid did Macho Man Randy Savage, and another kid did like Braun Strowman. And the kid that did Macho Man Randy Savage won, and they played like Macho Man Randy Savage's music afterwards. Because he did have the best impression, but I don't know if, because it's Macho Man Randy Savage, I wonder if that's why the fans really cheered. So
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then I can't believe I forgot about this. I actually missed it because it happened earlier in the show. Triple H came out and did his promo on Batista. And he basically just kind of points out all the flaws in Batista's like points of the storyline. Talking about how, Batista was a deacon when he first started out, but, when he was brought into Evolution, he was seen as like a threat. And he's been like World Tag Team Champion. He won a Royal Rumble. He main evented WrestleMania with them, and basically says without saying it that he put him over 3 times. He was a top dog on SmackDown, and then he just quit and was able to go and do other things. But then he says that when Batista said he was upset that we weren't going to return his phone calls, but we tried to return his phone calls to his lawyer, but his lawyer wanted WrestleMania to be moved up so it would fit Batista's schedule, which would have been hilarious if they actually WrestleMania up just for Batista. That would have been awesome. And then Triple H pulls out like the big long letter about what how his lawyer has one final demand at WrestleMania, and I think this was a bot because he like struggled to get the papers out of his like, pocket.
He put it too far into his leather jacket.
Yeah,
stuck all the way down at the bottom, and those you can. It's difficult to get shit out of a leather jacket.
Yeah, and he reads the letter and he says, "Give me what I want," and he just basically like redoes that meme. He even uses the
Spice Girls song.
The Spice Girls song. I'll tell you what I want. It was hilarious.
It
actually.
Was so fucking funny. I was laughing. It was so funny.
And then he says that he wants the match at WrestleMania where if Batista wins, I must say if Triple H wins, Triple H's career is over. That would have made
wow, what a match!
What would Triple H do? Like, what he would have? They should make the wrestler have to do that. Like, they have a match, and if you win, your career is over. Then the wrestler's like so complex about what he has to do. Like, does he win?
So if he loses the match, he doesn't have to retire.
Yeah.
I would just get myself purposely disqualified.
Oh yeah, so that ruins that story. No, but it's a no holds barred match though, so.
Ooh.
So then he has to purposely.
You would have to even if you're supposed to kick out, you don't.
Yeah.
Like if he hits you with a scoop slam.
Yeah. Can you imagine? But yeah, if Triple H loses at WrestleMania, he has to retire, and Triple H says that he will because if he loses to um, a Hollywood star like Batista, he doesn't have a right to be stepping into the ring anyways. Which Triple H should be stepping into the ring anyways, but it's a different topic for a different day. So, but yeah, this was hilarious. The segment. This was probably my favorite segment of the show. So, it was awesome.
It was that was probably the best of the three.
Yeah.
In terms of like the set, well, best of the four, including like the via satellite from his home. Not
well,
really
my favorite part was like when Batista returned. That was by probably the best part of it. But the best of the three, like
yeah. Like in terms of the act, not like Batista returning was awesome, but like the actual like segments themselves that they've had.
Yeah.
Like face to face or via satellite.
Yeah. And Batista's gonna be there this week. I hope Batista, because he was actually pretty good.
If they say he might do it via satellite again.
What if Batista? Yeah, maybe he will.
It's in DC.
Yeah, so he's gotta. But yeah, now I have
it's gonna be difficult for him, like, if he was to appear live, because the last time he was live in DC, he got a thunderous pop.
Yeah. It will be hilarious if in the retirement match Batista Triple H forgets to kick out and he loses and he has to retire.
That would be awful.
And like Batista surprised about it, referee surprised, commentator surprised, like he forgets to kick out.
Just like Becky Lynch.
Yeah. We still have to but anyhow, yeah, and then we had the main event. Earlier backstage, they showed a backstage segment because Drew McIntyre was talking trash about Dean Ambrose, how he like injured him forever and he's never gonna be seen. He says in WWE, I don't think he said anywhere ever again. Because typically when wrestlers say you're never gonna see him in WWE again, they never say anywhere. I wish one time wrestlers would say you're never gonna see him again because, But I guess they don't want to say that because then they're gonna think like Drew McIntyre like murdered Dean Ambrose or something like that.
Yep.
Because obviously, like, I think he means you're never going to see him in WWE again. Like, I bet, because if he says that, you're probably all worried, like, am I ever going to see Dean Ambrose again if he doesn't say that?
We should be getting very worried pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because coming in about 3 weeks, we might not see him again.
Yeah. No, in WWE. Yeah, make sure you say that because then people get scared, so.
Good. I want everybody to be scared.
So Dean Ambrose challenged him to a last man standing match, and Drew McIntyre, because he's a badass, accepts. They have it. I thought a pretty good last man standing match. It was pretty cool because it was the second time I've seen the last man standing match live. I didn't expect to see it. It was also pretty cool because Dean Ambrose and Drew McIntyre have main evented both shows that I've been to. Because they were the main event when I was in the Rhode Island one. McIntyre beats Dean Ambrose though with a Claymore kick after putting him through the table. I was fine with this finish. I know the match felt a little short, and I will agree with that. I mean, I saw more of it than you did, so that's why I didn't really feel that short to me. But if I was gonna do anything, I would have taken some time. Probably, I wouldn't have booked the Apollo Crews Baron Corbin match at all. That was just unnecessary. So, I would have taken.
You know what else was unnecessary? Having Dean Ambrose lose.
Well, I mean, Drew McIntyre is facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. He's got to win. So, but I will say, like, how many times does just Drew McIntyre have to beat Dean Ambrose to get the message across, though? Like, and what's going to be
Dean Ambrose have to be jobbed out?
And what's going to be Dean Ambrose's write-off? Because now they kind of ruined the write-off angle and stuff too. So that was wild, though. So I'm going to ask your letter grade first. What was your letter grade watching it at home?
B.
Okay. I'm going to give it the same grade. I thought it was a really good show watching live. But that wasn't the end of the show for me because right afterwards, Elias came out, actually. And it was pretty funny because he was supposed to be in New York and he tried to say, like, I rushed over here as quickly as I possibly could, even though it's like a 3-hour drive. No way he was in New York. So
no fucking way.
And
especially since that last Elias segment aired like within the last hour.
Yeah, so no way he was getting into New York on that amount of time. So, unless he's got he might like be like Nigel McGuinness. He's got magical powers. So,
He says, "Boom, I'm here."
Yeah. So, obviously he does the Gronk reference. I was waiting for it all night. I think we got it with somebody else. I think it was not Colin Jones, but somebody. I think Baron Corbin said it. I think somebody like that. It was just so predictable and it's so stupid. Like fans buy into that stuff. Like how do they? They should have expect. How do they not like see it coming? Like, and everyone wanted. My cousin and uncle wanted Gronk, and Gronk wasn't coming. So
I knew Gronk wasn't going to show up.
Yeah.
If he at WrestleMania, probably.
Yeah. Like would he have gotten a big pop? Probably, but
yeah, it's in Boston.
But it's
He's
like
one of the most beloved Boston sports figures of all time.
But it's like I feel like it would get a big because like they kept it quiet, but the news spoiled it on them anyway because the news like, are we gonna see Gronk at Monday Night Raw? I was kind of thinking like, news, shut up because you're ruining the surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I bet maybe WWE were gonna debut him, and then WWE's like, well, the surprise is ruined now. So
yeah, they love to do
and
that.
Should they sign Gronk? I mean,
they're fucking rats.
Yeah.
Fucking leaked everything.
Yeah, they probably would have just leaked it. I mean, Ronda Rousey's was a surprise because they leaked.
You know what I'd like to see them start doing? Is telling Dave Meltzer false, like, things that are happening.
Yeah.
Instead of telling him what's going on and ruining it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Tell him something that's totally, like, not true.
Tell him that CM Punk. It has to be something, though, like. Cause
believable. Definitely believable. Because you can tell him, CM Punk is going to be on the show. Be prepared to, talk about it. Like, be prepared to, like, talk about it on The Observer or something like that. Like,
but I feel like
believe that.
He wouldn't believe. I don't think he would believe that. No. It has to be something like sounds true. Because like Dave Meltzer's not stupid too. So
yeah, he's been in this business for a long time.
Yeah.
He covered that CM Punk like story like religiously.
Yeah. And he would shoot, and before that, like CM Punk would shoot it down before, like but Seth Rollins came out and interrupted him, and he wanted him to send the song "Shipping Off to Boston," but Elias wasn't having that, so he attacked him from behind, and Seth Rollins just laid him out with a stomp. So it was pretty cool.
So if you could like get any more generic Boston song, that would be it.
Yeah. But really good show though, really good experience live. I even got like this. I have it right here actually. The WWE cup, but I don't know if you could see it. But one funny thing is this cup's kind of dated because look how Matt Hardy is. He's the Woken. Yeah, he's the Woken gimmick, and he's not even. It's
a pretty cool cup though.
Yeah, it is. What sucks though is you can't get alcohol in it, so.
Yeah, they have their specific cups.
Yeah, you would think though, like they would want to sell alcohol in there, but I guess not.
No, they have their limits.
Yeah, I should just go tell them like, you give me alcohol in this cup now, like.
They go, sir, please. You've had too much. Get out.
Imagine they throw me out of the arena, like, see ya. Bye.
Forcibly.
And it's funny too, because then you see like those typical like people that sell like the T-shirts, and one funny thing is like they don't even sell like dated shirts, like they were selling like old WWF Raw T-shirts and stuff.
Oh yeah, outside the garden.
Yeah,
yeah, like, that's what they do during like sporting events. They'll sell like the crappy like knockoff T-shirts.
I bet too, like
I'm a Boston Bruins fan.
Yeah,
like,
I bet.
Like,
I bet
buy
too.
That?
I bet too, like these shirts are like ones that like have been like rolled in the mud and stuff like that too, like all dirty and smell bad and. But yeah,
I would
really
not trust those people.
Really good experience.
Already worn.
I forgot to send you over the SmackDown notes. Let me do that now.
Yeah, I have the Bleacher ones up, but yeah.
No, you read the Bleacher ones then. I'm not sending them over.
No. I want yours. Is it better?
All right. Give me a second. You can do two.
I want yours. It's always better than mine.
You're gonna do
I'm
205.
gonna buddy you up till you send it to me.
I'll let you do 205 live notes too.
No, you do 205.
No, because that's the only other show you watch other than SmackDown, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, zombie alert, Chris! The zombie apocalypse is coming, so just be scared.
You're a freak.
Alright, here's the SmackDown notes. Say when it happened and commentators, everything.
It happened then. Then I gotta get 205s up. So.
No. I'll send you 205.
Okay.
Don't even try that type of crap. Don't even try that. Come on. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Because typically Noah does the 205. So wait, do we have to say 205 live matters this week because Noah's not here?
205 live. It doesn't really matter anymore, I guess.
It matters.
It doesn't really matter.
It matters.
It doesn't really matter anymore.
Are you just saying it because you want to make Noah mad? You don't want those glasses to come off.
Definitely.
Stop with SmackDown.
Okay, so SmackDown just happened to happen on March 26, 2019. In case if you didn't know,
Yeah.
Just happened that day.
Yeah, I didn't say when what happened. It happened the day before that. So.
Just happened to happen. I think they were in Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think they were.
They had the New England swing this week. Same commentators as always. Might be changing in October when they move to Fox, but if you don't know by now, it's the same commentators as they always are.
But if they don't know,
but if they should,
you gotta say maybe. It's too fast for them.
So, the New Day come out first, and they cut a promo about how they're gonna quit WWE, and they have their gauntlet match that was scheduled for that night. Also, too, I think they were talking about that.
Yeah,
I believe so. I don't know. I kind of forgot a lot of shit that happened on the show. Been busy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they basically threatened to leave, and Vince McMahon comes out, and then Daniel Bryan comes out, and they have like war of words basically.
I like the comment that the new Daniel Bryan makes, where he said like you could just call up 3 new guys from NXT and just put them in a faction and just call them something else, and they would replace the New Day just fine.
The Day New.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a very strong promo.
Yeah.
To begin the show. It makes the New Day more likable in a way.
Definitely. And it was nice to see them serious.
Yeah, they were very serious. They weren't coming out skipping around, throwing pancakes. They were very serious. I kind of like this edge to them a little bit.
Yeah.
The silly stuff is great, and it's what got them over. But when they're serious like this, it makes their gimmick a whole lot better because it makes them more multidimensional than just being guys who are coming out, shaking their asses and gyrating all around the ring and making people laugh and chanting "New Day rocks" with everyone.
Yeah.
It gives them more like of a serious edge, and I kind of like that.
Same.
So, Becky Lynch.
Actually, well, also they announced the gauntlet match.
Yeah, the gauntlet match. Yeah.
Which that took like my interest of SmackDown like a lot down because it was like, why did you do what you did last week? But we'll get into that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Becky Lynch is talking about like why Charlotte was there tonight. She serves no purpose.
Mm-hmm.
She serves no purpose at WrestleMania either. And Charlotte comes out and she says something along the lines of "Watch what I'm gonna do next."
Yeah.
And they randomly cut to commercial break. While Charlotte's standing on the stage, and they come back, and it's Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Like I said, if you didn't catch it at the beginning of the show, Charlotte Flair is your new SmackDown Women's Champion.
I thought it was a really good match, though. Very good.
It was. In the two matches that they've had at WrestleMania and this match, besides the match that they had at TLC last year, which was, a schmoz, basically, it was good. It was very good. But Charlotte Flair is your new SmackDown Women's Champion, which just adds another layer of complexity to not only the SmackDown Women's division, but the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'll give my thoughts on it too real quick. A lot of people are mad about this because it just buries Asuka and stuff, and I'm just kind of like, was Asuka really being used that well before this anyways? So it's like, come on, guys. Like Asuka was like not on
Dead in the water.
Asuka was not even on like TV for like a month before this. Like her match at WrestleMania was going to be against Mandy Rose. So, and look, they want to cut down the match code too. I'm fine with that because then we're close to not getting like an 8-hour WrestleMania. So any match,
we're close to about 20 matches on the show.
Yeah, so any matches that are going to get cut, I'm cool with. And like I said, Asuka wasn't being used all that's, good anyways. So
yeah, she had like goofy matches against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. She won the championship and then didn't appear on TV for a month and a half.
Yeah. So the only question I have,
that was the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah.
After a strong win at TLC, she didn't show up for about a month and a half.
And everyone's probably questioning too, like, why they did this. I just think it was a last-minute change. Vince wanted to do this, and he went with it.
He just wanted to add another level of complexity to that main event.
Yeah, and I'm cool with it if they put both titles on the line. And I'm cool with them doing like 3 options. One would be like merge the titles because both divisions aren't strong enough to have 2. That I think they need 1 because when one gets utilized better. It's not as bad as the Raw and SmackDown tag divisions. Those, I bet like first priority is they got to merge the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles because the Raw tag team division is like so deadly. If they merge the titles, it'd actually be better. So
they actually had to put Ricochet and Aleister Black together.
Yeah. So, or if they can, they can not have the SmackDown Women's title get defended, but then I'll ask the question, why did you do this if you weren't going to put the SmackDown Women's title on the line? Or if they can have, Becky Lynch win both belts and her get, drafted over to Raw or, moved to Raw because they don't call it a draft anymore. And have to give up the SmackDown Women's title. So that would be, but I would go with the first idea, just merging both belts and having one women's championship. So
because
you could say like it like a lot of people would be lost in the shuffle, but like people are just showing up in any brands they want to anyway, so it wouldn't change anything. So
but at the same time, like it would push people who are competing right now for the SmackDown Women's Championship, like the Mandy Rose, the Sonya Devilles, and all them. They'd be pushed behind the top tier women on Raw.
I mean, too, how much further they're going to be lost in the shuffle? There's already women lost in the shuffle enough as it is.
Exactly, and they'd be lost in the shuffle too, even more than they already are. So I kind of like the idea of winner takes all, with defending both titles. And if the person's Becky Lynch, then yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, next was Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. This match this goes to show you that Kurt Angle's done.
Yeah.
Because this match lasted about a minute.
Yeah.
Before it was interrupted by I think it was Joe, right?
No, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, that's right. There's Randy Orton, and he hit AJ with, I think it was an RKO, right?
Yes.
And then Angle hit a really crappy looking angle slam.
Yeah.
On Randy, and then that just ended it.
This did no favors for anybody, so.
This did no favors at all. This is just a, hey, we have an hour-long gauntlet match coming up.
Yeah. It was just
cut this.
It was very disappointing because I thought I was actually pretty excited about Angle versus Styles, and this is what
I was too. I was decently excited about it. It just never lived up to it.
No.
Okay. I had to look this up a little bit because I kind of forgot about this a little bit. But now I remember it a little bit. The Miz comes out and cuts a fiery promo about Shane McMahon again, and he wants a false count match at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon now being the heel, which is really weird.
Yeah.
He came out with just a bunch of security and a bunch of wrestlers.
It was Sanity, Shelton Benjamin, and Primo, who was just randomly back this week.
Randomly, I thought Epica would have been there.
Guess not.
Basically, Shane is uber heelish. Basically says that Miz should have never been born. At all, period. And just being a heel. He accepts the challenge though. And that last remark about him not being born really set the Miz off.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to go and attack Shane, but Miz, being the super babyface now, he just beats up everybody, takes down everybody, just kills everyone besides Shane. Shane runs away, making the Miz looking extremely, extremely strong going into their Falls Count Anywhere match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Awesome. I
can't wait.
Love the direction that this Miz character is going into. He's just gaining more and more steam as a babyface, and it's really fucking working.
Yeah. And I'm really excited to see. I'm glad they added Falls Count Anywhere too, because it really builds. So I hope the match actually ends somewhere else. Maybe at my house. Oh wait, but I won't be at my house for WrestleMania, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the show will be over by then, though. So.
But yeah, like I'm the same thing with you. Like this, I was I was in on this to begin with from the very beginning. I liked it from the start, but it just adds another layer of intrigue to this match. This story has been built up really well over the past month or so. Just extremely well, and I love that. I love the direction that's going in. I'm happy that they kept, Mike is the babyface, and it works.
Yeah,
because he's not like acting egotistical.
No,
he's like trying to get the fan support, and they're super behind him still, and it's just working. It's just working. Like I never thought it would work again.
Yeah.
It was great. Anyways, Iconics are next, and they say that they're making that women's championship match, the women's tag team championship match at WrestleMania, a fatal 4-way. They are the fourth team in this fatal 4-way style tag team match.
Yeah.
For the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
Didn't care about.
Didn't care. Incredibly predictable.
Yeah.
I gotta look through here for the gauntlet match, but
I didn't really pay much attention to it because didn't intrigue me enough. So
I didn't care about the gauntlet match, but I just want to get some deets. Big E and Xavier, obviously they're in a gauntlet match, but they made quick work of Gallows and Anderson, who are leaving in September with the up, down, down. Not really a competitive match. What a way for the Good Brothers to come back to television after being taken off the road, basically, to get squashed out in a gauntlet match.
You could tell the WWE isn't really trying to fight to keep them either, because Like,
I mean, there's negotiations, but like it's just
yeah,
they just don't care.
yeah.
They're not. They don't want to be locked in long term. I can't
Yeah.
blame them really.
Especially with stuff like this.
Yeah. Yet they're not going to be used properly.
Yeah.
Rusev, Nakam Rusev is Brian Thing would call him next.
Okay.
This is a really competitive matchup.
Yes.
But of course, the New Day win because if they lost, with an hour left in on the program, or a half hour left, people will be like, "What the fuck is going on, Kofi? He lost. He's not going to WrestleMania."
Nakamura, you can just tell, doesn't give a shit anymore either.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Sheamus and Cesaro were up next, and they lost. Again, very solid matchup again. They put them through. They picked up a table, and they put the table up. Well, obviously, because you put a table. The tables. They're not putting the table together.
Yeah.
But they set the table up, and they put Big E through the table. And backstage, like they did last week, a bunch of the baby faces were back there, including Miz, who is disheveled at this point. He didn't bother trying to fix his tie or anything.
Guess not.
They're rooting on Kofi, and they're rooting on Big E and Xavier. And Kofi is just like beside himself because they're basically cheating to win. Up next is the Usos, and this I really, really love this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
The Usos come out next. They act like they're going to just obliterate them, and this match is going to be over. But they get on the mic and they praise the New Day. They praise Kofi Kingston because just last week they were, on Kofi's side. They were, supporting him with Big E and Xavier last week. And to their credit, they forfeited their opportunity that night. They forfeited their match, and they gave the forfeit win to the New Day, which was awesome. That was incredible.
It made sense.
It made sense, too, because they basically said in the promo, I forgot to mention this, that they went to war so many times that they have a massive amount of respect for the New Day.
And I think they should. And next week something's gonna happen where Vince punishes the Usos because
I can see that happening.
Because if that
they're
doesn't
happen, a gauntlet match, and if they don't win the gauntlet, they're gonna be released from WWE. So that's stupid like that.
Well, like I'd rather they have to fight like a multi-man SmackDown tag team title match at WrestleMania, and it's all heels.
Or they're gonna be like, it's gonna be like a 15-on-2 handicap match.
Yeah,
like how they used to do back in the day.
Oh yeah, back to the old Authority days
when they used to every face was a handicap match.
Remember too, like they did that stupid storyline where like Big Show had to like wrestle Daniel Bryan, but he didn't want to, and like he was trying to make it seem like but Daniel Bryan was like all cool wrestling him, and Big Show like had like such a big problem with it. Daniel Bryan was all cool about it, like,
hey, you're the wrestler guy.
Like Big Show was crying about it too, and Daniel Bryan's like, "Dude, I'm cool with this. Like, let's fight." Like,
but so next is Brian and they show Brian and Rowan after the Usos had forfeited, and they were fucking furious.
Brian.
After the Usos basically, just gave up.
Yeah.
Because of their respect for the New Day, and their respect and love for each other, that they tore apart the locker room.
I feel bad for the people that had to clean up.
Brian super kicked the fucking TV off the fucking stand that was on.
Yeah, I feel bad for the people that had to clean up his locker room afterwards.
Oh, I know, yeah. the broken TV, the fucking chairs being thrown everywhere.
Yeah.
Bomb went off in there.
Imagine
It was so funny. It was like Brian was just like destroying things, and Rowan was just like picking up chairs and lightly throwing them around.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Brian was throwing shit around, like almost hitting Rowan.
Yeah.
But so they were the last competitors in this tag team gauntlet style match, and this was decent. But he hits the big ending on Brian, and they're outside the ring at the end. They're on the outside of the ring, and Biggie, whose leg has been worked on this entire gauntlet match, he was favoring his leg, and just an act of just pure raw strength. He picks up the announce table after he threw Rowan over it, and buries him underneath it, and they get the count out victory for the win. And Kofi Kingston's going to WrestleMania. The entire crew, all the faces came to ringside, and they were banging on the ring apron. Just a real sentimental moment, and it was an awesome way to end the show that clearly didn't need to happen.
No.
But at the same time, it's still awesome, and
yeah.
I popped and I marked out for it. It was an awesome moment. But yeah, Kofi's going to WrestleMania, as Vince McMahon said at the end of the show, as he was leaving in his limousine.
Notice though, he didn't say he's going to. He just said he's going to WrestleMania. He didn't say what match he's having though. So
nothing.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Vince just say he's going to WrestleMania and he's going as a fan?
He's going as a fan.
Because notice, like Vince said that, like, he all he said he's going to WrestleMania. He didn't say he was having a match. He didn't say. Can you imagine say he's going to WrestleMania and you're gonna sell T-shirts?
You're going to WrestleMania and you're gonna be at the concession stand.
With concession
Kofi.
Yeah.
You could change the name and have K be at the beginning of it. Concessions Kofi.
But yeah, this was good. I didn't really like the fact we had to see like I feel like it didn't really work as well too because you had screwed the guy over like so much that I feel like doing it an extra week really didn't work in a way. Like he should have just they're
probably gonna try to do it again Tuesday.
Yeah. Like maybe like a 55-on-3 handicap match, and if the New Day lose, they have to give up their spots at WrestleMania and work. They can only wrestle on the house shows.
Oh my god!
They don't get to wrestle on TV. And also if they lose, Vince will never look at them ever again.
Can't be looked at.
That's like
one single look going in that direction.
And they get like a pay cut of $2,000. So they only make what? And Vince gets all their merch money if they lose.
Brutal. Damn right.
And they lose in 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
And Vince
outrage.
Vince is laughing all the way to the bank.
I get all your royalties.
No, literally, like all the way to the Vince, like literally laughed.
I just sold $230 million of stock, and now I'm gonna take all the money from you guys now to replenish my bank account.
Can you imagine? Like Vince literally is laughing all the way to the bank. He's just driving, laughing all the way to the.
That's my money.
And the New Day's just.
And it's on and the New Day are in the ring cutting a promo. And it's just Vince driving to the bank, like on the fucking jumbotron, laughing like a fucking, like a cartoon villain.
And then they have another match, and if the New Day win, they own the whole company.
And the New Day win.
No, and also if they win, the XFL can't get started.
And they win. What a victory!
And they win
lose all their money, but they gain the company. They gain control of the company, and the XFL doesn't happen. So all that money basically just went to Vince's bank account, not towards the XFL.
Yeah. What are we doing with our lives?
I don't know.
We're gonna give I was gonna give this show a B minus, but because of it just being funny now and stuff, I'll give it a B.
I'll give it a B.
Because we're being too funny.
Yeah, we're being too funny.
Yeah, see what we did? Alright, take us through 205 Live now.
Okay. So 205 Live obviously happened after SmackDown Live. In case if you were wondering, it's not SmackDown taped, it's SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
The commentators are, for the evening, Eden English, Vic Joseph, and Nigel McGuinness.
Yes.
The show opens up with Lucha House Party versus Drew Gulak, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Humberto Carrillo.
Yes.
But before that match, though, the Lucha House Party came out first, and they basically cut a really awkward promo.
Yeah.
That was really awkward about welcoming people to 205 Live.
Yeah.
That didn't need to happen.
No.
This is a very, very good match to kick off the show.
I like the story. Like anytime Humberto Carrillo went to go on the top rope, Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak weren't having any of that. So
they don't have any of it because it's no fly zone.
Yeah.
I just started recently watching 205 Live, within the past couple of weeks. But Jack Gallagher is back to like the attire that he wore when he was originally called up, like that style of attire.
Yeah.
Where obviously it doesn't have like the stripes on it or anything, but like he went back to like the trunks.
Well, he's been that way for like over a year now.
Well, I don't watch 205 Live, so I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, because Drake Maverick said you got to change up your look. We don't.
Because he had the fucking the green pants.
Yeah.
That was the last time I remember I watched any semblance of 205 Live.
Oh, I was thinking of like before, like when he was wrestling like in the suit or whatever.
Suit. He was in the suit first. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then he had the green pants.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
I think he started dressing that way during the second annual United Kingdom Championship tournament. So.
Yeah. But the Lucha House Party win. I forget they pinned Carrillo, right?
Yeah, because Carrillo tried to go do his moonsault, and Drew Gulak says it's a no-fly zone. So
yeah,
and Humberto Carrillo
do it.
Yeah. Can you imagine
like the distraction of the team and Lucha House Party won?
That degenerate though, Humberto Carrillo. You got to know that's a no-fly zone. Like, come on, man.
Something's gonna happen like this upcoming Tuesday on 205 Live where they're gonna turn on him. Even though, like, at the end, like, Jack Gallagher was trying to be, like, the peacemaker in between both of them, you know, trying to calm them down after the match, but, like, they're going to turn on him.
It's
either this Tuesday or next Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's coming to an end very soon. That's probably going to be a match on 205 Live.
But I really like the way they did all of this.
Yeah, it was a really, really good opener.
Lucha House Party are much better on 205 Live than they are on Raw. They never should have gone to Raw.
Than they ever were in Raw. They were terrible in Raw.
Yeah, they're still on Raw apparently too. So
I don't know. I never see them. So
Lucha House Party too.
Like John Cena, you can't see them.
Yeah.
So Kayla Braxton's backstage and she's interviewing the Monday Night Mike Bennett.
No.
And,
wait, who's this Mike Bennett? That's Mike Kanellis.
And his wife, Maria Kanellis.
Yeah.
I forget what they're talking about, but then Drake Maverick interrupts it and says that basically Maria's a cheater and, you know, you can win more matches or whatever without her.
Mm-hmm.
And that Akira Tozawa is going to kick his ass.
And he says that this time he's going to have the Brian Kendrick in his corner, which that doesn't help Tozawa at all.
It doesn't.
Because he can't hit Maria.
I was expecting it to be like a Dana Brooke or something like that, like some like irrelevant person.
Yeah. But you got to remember,
just like Asuka.
Yeah.
Like something like that, just like to even the odds a little bit.
But you gotta remember though, it's Mike Kanellis. I know you don't watch 205 Live much, but it's Mike Kanellis.
It's Monday Night Mike.
Yeah, but you said you said
Monday Night Mike Bennett.
No, the one that's
Mike
the one.
Bennett. It's Mike Bennett.
It's not right at all. But I'll let it slide this 1 week because you're just watching 205 Live. So.
And by the way, I really like it. I might add that.
Yeah. So maybe you'll be with me and Noah where you'll say 205 Live matters. So.
Yeah, but according to WWE, it doesn't.
Matters to us.
It does matter. It does matter.
Because how come they can make
it better since Shit Moray left?
How come the 205 Live roster can make the main card at Survivor Series, but when it comes to like TLC, Royal Rumble, and Elimination Chamber, they just go, yeah, you're not you had one chance.
Nah.
Yeah.
But you know what I realized? Like, it was a packed house.
Yeah.
If you looked around in the crowd, it's usually like 50% empty.
Yeah.
But it was like full. I was shocked.
Same.
I was legitimately shocked. I saw when did the pan out shot, I was like, damn, like everyone stayed for 205 Live. Like that never happens.
Yeah.
We usually see like even in the front row, it's pretty bad. Sometimes like in the front row there's like always empty seats.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them too.
Maybe probably makes Noah happy. Noah loves it.
Oh yeah.
Like he's gonna be like the 205 Live like heel, like being like, yeah, you stay there, like
yeah, you're not allowed to leave. Yeah.
Can you imagine too? Like Noah's at a show, everyone's trying to leave. Noah's like blocking
takes their glasses off.
He's like, you guys leave. I hate you all. I don't want you.
You're not allowed to leave.
The guy next to him's trying to leave because like his kid's got to go to the new school the next day. He wants to be at the traffic. Noah like forces him to sit down, like
forcibly too.
Yeah.
Like lays across his lap.
Noah, he lays across the whole seats and doesn't let like anyone in his section leave. Like,
nope, you're not allowed to leave. But
you see
anyway.
Wait. Whoa. You saw the episode of like Family Guy with the huge crab, right? When they try to like, go in the house and the crab's like, no, that's Noah right there. He's the huge crab. They try to leave. Noah's like, no.
Buddy Murphy. Actually, I really like this.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy was at the Performance Center. He's back from his trip to Australia. And he's at the Performance Center. He thinks Tony Nese is at the arena, and he's talking lots of shit about Tony Nese.
Yeah, why you turned on him and everything. It shows,
like, in the background, it shows, like, 3.0. They're walking into the Performance Center.
That's who that was?
Yeah, the first people to walk in, like, behind the glass, that's 3.0. That's the new tag team that signed, who are well-known independent wrestler, an independent tag team who are most notably in Chikara.
Okay.
They were the first team to kind of come through, and ACH. Was the second person to come on through with Norman Smiley.
I've only seen ACH once, so
he's fucking amazing. I will firmly put that out there. ACH is incredible. And as he's talking shit, the last person to come out is Tony Nese. And he's like looking through the glass at Buddy Murphy. And he enters into the Performance Center and he starts beating the crap out of Buddy Murphy. Yeah. Buddy Murphy didn't expect him to be there, but he was there. And they start brawling, pull apart brawl. And Tony Nese is basically saying, I'm gonna beat you at WrestleMania, blah blah blah. Just a really, really, really strong promo that's building up this match, which I'm sold on. I'm sold on this match. Tony Nese, of course, is from New York. He lives on Long Island now. He's gonna get a massive, massive hometown pop.
That's more of a reason it should be on the. That's more of a reason it should be on the kickoff because he'll get a massive pop when he comes out. So.
Oh yeah. and I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show, they showed the video package last week of his match against Cedric, which was just amazing, an amazing match.
Yeah.
And they showed Buddy turning on him and whatnot.
I even liked like Tony Nese when he's being pulled away. Even says like he's the one that brought him to 205 Live because if you remember, Buddy Murphy was doing nothing before he got to 205 Live.
He's kind of revitalized his career in 205 Live. He's doing nothing.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Absolutely nothing.
He's awesome. I mean, he's also like engaged to Alexa Bliss. That probably gives him more motivation to be awesome. So
yeah, fuck
I mean, which now that I said that, you probably hate Buddy Murphy. Now that I said that, like,
yes.
So now I gotta move on.
I hate that man. Obviously, he's fucking. I when he first won the title, he wasn't appearing on 205 Live all that much. When he won the title in Australia,
yeah,
it was like he was just in his infancy in 205 Live. He wasn't really on it all that much, and I was like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, why are they doing it for the hometown pop? And little did I know, WrestleMania for us is a week from tonight, and he's just improved a ton.
Yeah,
a shit ton since his NXT days.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, Daivari gets promo. Don't even give a fuck about it because it's irrelevant.
Okay.
The main event's next. It's Cedric Alexander versus Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa. Arya Daivari.
Yeah.
Not Akira Tozawa. Totally different person.
Yeah.
This is a very good main event to close the show.
Well, before that, too, Oney Lorcan came out too.
Yeah, Oney Lorcan was on. I was gonna say that he's on commentary for the show, for the main event, and in the finish of the match, Oney Lorcan put a jacket on the announcer cover.
Mm-hmm.
The cover of the announcer's table, and as Cedric is getting up from hitting a big spot, he hits he kind of brushes the jacket off the table, and Oney Lorcan flips out.
Yeah.
He's like, "What? You touched my jacket? Why'd you take my jacket? That's my jacket."
But you could see my
jacket.
You could see though he was on the verge of flipping out before that. Anyways, he just.
I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it causes the distraction, and Akira, and I almost call him Akira again. Arya Daivari rolls him up for the victory. And for someone who hasn't appeared on fucking television, on 205 Live television for a fucking year, he's certainly getting a rub in a big way.
Yeah.
After the match, Oney Lorcan comes in and blasts Cedric Alexander, and they're brawling on the outside, and Oney hits him with a cheap shot.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's going heel on 205 Live, which, I mean, it kind of suits him, but at the same time, he's been a face on NXT, teaming with Danny Burch.
Well, it's gonna be weird because he's going to be competing on both brands, and he's going to be able to be a face in NXT and a heel on 205 Live. It's going to be weird, so.
It is. It's going to be incredibly weird.
Yeah. But I think, but I like, because 205 Live needs heels. They don't have a lot of heels, so,
Yeah.
Only
they're very thin in that department.
Yeah.
But, very, very solid main event. Very, very, I shouldn't say it's more than solid. It's a very good main event. Not really a big fan of the heel turn. I think the face suits him.
I like well. I've seen him as a heel before. I think he'll be an awesome heel on the.
I mean, they like you said, like they need more heels.
Yeah.
Because Tony needs to turn face.
Yes.
So, and he was kind of one of the big heels. So they kind of need another heel to kind of replace that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just gonna be weird because he's been a face like his entire time in developmental on NXT. So and he's been in NXT for like 4 years now. So it's gonna be really weird seeing him as a heel.
But 205 Live, great show. B+, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, B+, absolutely, I agree with that. As being a consistent watcher through starting now on, I'm gonna watch it consistently. And I have been for the past few weeks. I'm very impressed with the product. It's a great product.
Yeah.
If you don't watch it, if you were like me and you were anti 205 Live because it was just with Enzo, and it just killed every bit of passion I had for it to begin with. But it's just a great product to watch, and I highly recommend it.
Definitely. So before I talk about NXT UK and any of that, I should announce that there's been another match announced for WrestleMania. It's going to be the Women's Battle Royal, because they just feel like they have to have it, so they're having it.
They got to have the women on the show somehow, besides the main event.
Yeah. So here's the participants so far. All representing Monday Night Raw. We have Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. All representing SmackDown. We have Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana. Because she's got to do something other than try to be a porn star. So, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Zelina Vega, and the free agent Nikki Cross, who I forgot Nikki Cross was even on the main roster
I did too.
Is she even a free agent? Can we even call her like a free agent? Because isn't a free agent like supposed to be actually show up like?
Exactly, yeah.
But there's that. The Women's Battle Royal is just going to be a piece of crap, probably. The last year's was a piece of crap, so... I don't
know. It's not going to be that good.
No. Neither will the Andre Battle Royal. I feel like the Andre Battle Royal will be just bad because of Colin Jost, though, and Michael Chain, so...
I'd rather see that than fucking them and the Andre.
Yeah. But let's get to NXT UK now. So it took place on March 27th, 2019. This was episode 36. So they're a little over halfway to no, they're not a little over halfway to episode 100. That's just not good. So pretend I didn't say that. So it's not even close to halfway of 100. We got a WWE.com exclusive where Joe Coffey was talking down to Trent Seven, calling him dead weight, which I liked because it set up a feud between them. So, because I think they've had a match before, but I would like to see them have a match again because the match they had the first time was awesome. So, you need something for Trent Seven to do. So I like it. The commentators were Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph. Show opens right up with Jordan Devlin versus Dan Maloney. I thought this was a pretty good opening matchup. Obviously, Jordan Devlin was going to win because he's just being pushed right to the moon. And he actually did win with his, Irish glass kick or whatever it's called. He won with his lift up back suplex this time, which I like. I like that, it puts over that move, and I like that, sometimes wrestlers don't necessarily always win with their finishers, so I like it. What are your thoughts about this? Thoughts on Jordan Devlin?
Talented.
Yeah. And then Cassius Ohno comes out and does a promo. He says he has to apologize for laying out Ashton Smith last week. And he said that this is going to be right from the heart. And then he just reads it right off his cell phone, which was funny. And he says he's here in NXT UK to revitalize his career and lay out everybody on the roster and show everyone what NXT UK wrestling really means. And he talks trash about Travis Banks, but I like this. It was a very good promo by Cassius Ohno, and it puts over that feud. Who even knows, though? It might lead to a match, but Travis Banks might not even make it to the match. He might get written off doing an injury again, so you never know. Then we had a vignette for Dave Mastiff. We hadn't seen him in a while, so it was nice to see him again. I don't know what's next for Dave Mastiff because we haven't seen him in a few weeks. I would like him to see him feud with Jordan Devlin. That's a good, logical place to go. But
yeah,
we don't know until the feud happens. I expect he'll be on in the future, though. So there's that. And then Ginny does a promo, and she says that she's going to be superior as an NXT UK Women's Champion than Toni Storm, because they announced that not this week, but next week, they're going to have an NXT UK Women's Championship match, which makes sense. And I'm glad they're not doing it at a takeover, because I don't think that match is like takeover worthy. So there's that. And then we had Xia Brookside versus Rhea Ripley. I thought they had a really good match. Xia Brookside looked very strong. She hit a lot of cool dives onto Rhea Ripley, but eventually Rhea Ripley wins with a riptide, which makes sense because Rhea Ripley is more of a contender and a bigger star than Xia Brookside is. And she talked about how she's the most dominant woman in NXT UK. And who interrupts her, making her debut to NXT UK? Piper Niven, which was pretty cool. And Piper Niven says that she thinks she's the most dominant woman in NXT UK. And Rhea Ripley walks off. And I'm actually excited about this. I'm excited to see a match between Piper Niven and Rhea Ripley. I think that would be awesome. If Rhea Ripley can hit the riptide on Piper Niven, that would be impressive. Because, Chris, you've never seen Piper Niven before.
I have.
Oh, okay. That would be
plenty of times, actually.
Huh?
Plenty of times.
Yeah, so that's going to be an impressive feat of strength if she can hit that. Your thoughts on Piper Niven being in NXT UK?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. I think she's going to fit in well.
Definitely. And then Isla Dawn gets interviewed. She cuts a bad promo because she just can't cut promos. And Kaylee Ray comes up and says, like, we're not all here to be friends just because we're Scotland, and I'm going to teach you a lesson. So that's going to be a match this week in NXT UK, which I think that match would be fine. I'm not a big fan of Isla Dawn, though, so.
She's all right.
Yeah. She's definitely not like, I remember she came in as, like, a big deal, but now that, like, Kaylee Ray, Piper Niven, and, like, Toni Storm's all there and stuff.
Yeah.
A bigger deal now, so. And then Walter has a video package, and, a lot of people talk about, like, everything he's done, and it shows, like, all the wrestling companies he's been into, pretty much, because they're hyping him up to face Pete Dunne. And then Trent Seven gets interviewed, and he pretty much challenges Joe Coffey to a match, which that match is official, which I think that match would be awesome, because they've had an awesome match before, so why wouldn't they have an awesome match next? Can you imagine, though, like, they said, we can have an awesome match, and then they just but we don't feel like it. Let's just have a bad match. Like,
yeah.
That'd be like Joe Coffey's like, yeah, let's just have a bad match. I'm not really feeling like having an awesome match. That'd be disappointing, but. And then Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel are watching Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan's like training video, and they just think it's a joke on professional wrestling. So they're gonna show them what real professional wrestling's like. So I expect a match where like Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel just murder Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan. Figuratively murder them anyways, not literally.
I thought it'd be literally.
Yeah. Well, he probably will, though, because the Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. It gives me something to look forward to, though, because I really want to see, because I love watching Eichner and Bartel as a tag team. They're awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
they're incredible.
And they've never been like a team before, but they've just gelled with chemistry like so quickly, so.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mark Andrews wrestled Noam Dar, and they had an awesome match. But I don't know what happened here, because I think Noam Dar had like some type of injury scare or something, because like he just randomly, like his knee had been worked on, but he just couldn't do anything anymore. The referee put the X symbol up, so I don't know if that's storyline or not, because they've done the X symbol as like a storyline so many times that you don't know. And like Mark and they both got taken out on stretches, so I don't know what happened. If but I think it was awesome. But I can't believe if it's a storyline, it was awesome. But if it's not, then get well soon, Noam Dar. Because I think they put Mark Andrews on the stretcher to kind of improvise. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought Noam Dar, because he's a heel now in NXT UK. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
And I don't know. I thought he was going to be like faking his injury and like beat the crap out of Mark Andrews, but that's not what happened at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. TBD, I guess. TBD too always gets like booked on the pay-per-views, but then gets pulled randomly out of nowhere. So then we had the United Kingdom Championship contract signing, between Walter and Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne says that because he does most of the talking, because Walter typically has been silent, and he says that it wasn't just the NXT UK universe or Johnny Saint or Sid Scala that wanted this match. He wanted this match, and he says he's going to prove why NXT UK is still his kingdom. But then Walter actually speaks, and he said that he's going to take Pete Dunne's United Kingdom Championship. And he said that if he wanted to, he could put him through this table, but he wants him at 100%, and he wants to take the title from him fair and square. And they do their poses at each other, and the show goes off the air. And this contract signing was just awesome. And I really like how Pete Dunne and Walter haven't had like any physical contact with each other at all. Like, it's going to make the match so much better once they finally like touch at NXT TakeOver New York. I think that's just
yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And I can't wait for that match. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really know what's going to happen in that match, because I think Walter's probably winning. Because I can give away my picks because I'm the champion. So, but you really don't know because because the only reason, because I think they wanted to do this match early, because I'm wondering if Pete Dunne's being called up after NXT TakeOver New York. If this is
that'd be amazing if he gets called up main roster.
If he gets called up though, don't put him on Raw. Put him on SmackDown, because if he goes to Raw, he's done. So, he's done, because he is done. So
he's Pete Dunne. A match has been announced.
For what?
Raw on Monday.
What match?
This match, it's a callback from about roughly 15 years ago. Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio.
That was already announced.
That's good to know, because I didn't know until now.
Oh. Yeah, that was already announced. Apparently, too, Steve Coakley, by the way, he's watching WrestleMania 17 instead of coming on our show, so thanks a lot, Steve. Yeah.
Fuck him. Thanks a lot, Steven.
NXT UK was awesome, though. I'm giving it an A- just for that contract signing alone, but I really like Noam Dar versus Mark Andrews. I like, that they're building up feuds like Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel versus Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams, Trent Seven and Joe Coffey. I really enjoyed, Piper Niven's debut and Rhea Ripley's match with Xia Brookside. So a lot of enjoyable stuff on this show. So I'm giving it an A-. What are you going to give it, being on the outside looking in?
F.
Awful show.
Just terrible. No,
yeah.
I give it an A-.
Yeah.
I've never really been disappointed by an NXT television taping. So.
Well, UK television taping. So.
Yeah.
Now we have regular NXT, because we don't know. Apparently, there's just something so out of the ordinary about NXT UK. So, that aired on the same date as NXT UK. We have the commentary team of Percy Watson, Mauro Ranallo, and Nigel McGuinness. Because, like I said, Nigel McGuinness, he's got magic powers. He can show up on, Coventry, England, and then show up right afterwards in Orlando, Florida. Like, what magic? Like, we should bow down to him every time we see him, because he's a wizard.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
there,
Adam Cole comes out and cuts a promo, and he talks about how he beat the top names in NXT to get an NXT title match, and he says he's going to beat Johnny Gargano, and he has like a million reasons why. So he wants Johnny Gargano to come out here so he can hear those reasons. And they had the NXT Championship like on the table in the ring like they did last week, and Johnny Gargano comes out, and the fans were very 50-50. A lot of fans loved Johnny Gargano, and a lot of fans loved Adam Cole. And they didn't really explain why Johnny Gargano's like a face now, mainly because they can't, because that storyline's can't really be done with now because the champion, the previous champion's injured now. So, because I have a feeling like on this episode he was supposed to explain like why he's a baby, like why he turned like baby face now. So, but they kind of have to just kind of go with it. So, even though he was a face on the main roster anyways. So, but Adam Cole, Adam Cole's like speechless, and Johnny Gargano's like, so you said you had a million reasons why you're gonna beat me. Why did you name off those reasons? And Adam Cole talks about, how he's missed a takeover pretty much. He's won the NXT North American Championship there. He won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics there. He won the first ever War Games there. I mean, Adam Cole didn't win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics there. It was really Roderick Strong that did, though. So
yeah,
because if he had turned on, that turn still makes no sense. Like, if you think about it, like Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne were gonna win the match anyways, and Roderick Strong just turned on him for no reason. Like, he broke up the pinfall. That he still he would have won regardless. Like,
yeah.
You know what? You gotta fly to Full Sail right now. Get in Roderick Strong's face and just tell him how much sense that doesn't make.
I will.
All right,
you gotta make any sense.
And then imagine Roderick
Strong. No idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Imagine Roderick. You should just say that too. Like, what you did at Takeover, New Orleans made no sense because he won't know specifically what you're talking about. Like, him eating made no sense. Him flying around made no sense. Him teaming up with Pete Dunne made no sense. He'll be like, what are you talking about? I feel like I have to do it, though, because he'll think I'm more out of my mind than you are. So, and I gotta sneak like a jackrabbit, too, over to him. So, and imagine, too, like, he's seeing me do all this stuff, like, sneaking over like a rabbit, like, but anyhow, we gotta get back on topic here.
We're off of it.
Because Adam Cole says, that Johnny Gargano has been a loser at TakeOver.
Loser.
So who do you think is a bigger loser, Jordan Devlin or Johnny Gargano at a TakeOver?
Johnny G.
And he says, like, why do you deserve an NXT title match? And Johnny Gargano talks about, how he's a loser pretty much. He's had to fight through all of obscurities to get to where he is. He originally, when he got brought into his tryout, was told no, but then, he was signed in a makeshift tag team, and he kept getting invited back. He talks about his road to the NXT tag team titles and the road to get his job back in NXT, and how he won the NXT North American title, and he's going to use all of that emotion and all that fuel to beat Adam Cole for the NXT championship, not the North American championship. And then, you think the segment's going to be over, but Adam Cole says that the reason that he is going to beat him is Undisputed, and Undisputed Era, which I still hate that name, by the way. That's an awful stable name. Because it's an era that's apparently undisputed. They're not sure whether or not they're a good faction. So,
yeah.
So I guess apparently, Adam Cole says that they're going to beat him because it's undisputed. So I guess that's like he's not really sure if he's going to beat Johnny Gargano then if it's undisputed then, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's referencing that Undisputed Era might get involved, which, probably it's going to be like a thing next week where, like, Triple H to be like, you guys show up, you guys are fired, you're out of NXT, you're out of NXT. And then Batista will come out and say, give me what I want, the whole 2 out of 3 falls match. Like, give me what I want. Can you imagine Batista just does that the whole match?
Yeah.
Like, the whole 2 out of 3 falls match. He just goes, give me what I want. Like, how could you even wrestle if you have to hear that guy saying, give me what I want? Like, he should just show up on commentary and just say, give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
And then, Michael Cole would be like, what do you want? Just give me. And he's like, give me what I want. But yeah, I thought this opening segment was just awesome. Johnny Gargano was awesome. Adam Cole was awesome. So obviously, if they're awesome, the segment's gonna be awesome. So, it gave reasons why they both could win the NXT championship. And it gave reasons why the other guy could lose based off their reasons they're gonna win. So. And then we had a women's tag team match. Listen to this star-making match. Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah. Best tag team ever, right?
Yeah.
Versus Lacey Lane. You don't even know who that is. And Casey Catanzaro. She finally debuted in NXT. She didn't do anything.
I like how she debuted on the main roster before she debuted on.
Yeah, she was in the Royal Rumble, but this was like her first NXT match though. So, but yeah, you know, the heels get the heat on Lacey Lane, and Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir come out, and they beat up Lacey Lane and Casey Catanzaro. I thought it was good. So yeah, it was fine. Really, no complaints about it. Shayna Baszler looked awesome, like just laying everybody out, and because Casey Catanzaro is like so small and stuff, it's easier for her to get sympathy. And she did that thing where she scaled the wind post like she did at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
it was just awesome. So, what are your thoughts about this being on the outside looking in? Because I know just
don't care.
Yeah. And guess who Matt Riddle wrestled this week?
I don't know.
Kona Weaves.
Cool.
He's back.
Don't care.
He beat him with the I almost said the Taz mission, but it's the Bro mission. Velveteen Dream tried to run a distraction. He's drinking water from a chalice, and he said that he's not going to beat him in NXT TakeOver New York because that's a match now. And Matt Riddle spits the water out and says that he's going to win the NXT North American title. Bro, I like this though. I thought it was very good, and I can't wait to see Matt Riddle versus Velveteen Dream at NXT TakeOver New York. I think that match will be awesome.
Yeah.
And then we had the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake with Jackson Wyko inside versus Ricochet and Aleister Black. Really good match. Easily Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake's best match in NXT. And I should say too, Kona Reeves had his best match in NXT, but he's also wrestling Matt Riddle, so that was obviously going to happen. So
yeah.
And yeah, they have an awesome match. Wesley Blake hit a gutbuster. They had an awesome backbreakers in this match. They try to get the win on Aleister Black, but he puts his foot on the rope, and Jackson Ryko takes it off, but the referee catches him, so he ejects Jackson Ryko out, and Jackson Ryko wasn't very happy about that. He was mad. He just had a mean face on him. And Aleister Black hits the black match, and Ricochet hits the 630, and I'm fine with him hitting this here because this is probably the last, NXT match that he's going to have in Full Sail because, I think Aleister Black and Ricochet's last match is going to be an NXT TakeOver New York in NXT. And they win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics, which I'm fine with because I would rather see War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet than Forgotten Sons because I think that's a better match. And, I think the War Raiders would benefit more if they beat, Aleister Black and Ricochet in the last match in NXT. And they do the big celebration with the trophy and the confetti, and it was just awesome. War Raiders come out, they stand tall, with the championships and everything, having a face-off with Aleister Black and Ricochet, and I can't wait to see that match. I think War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet will be an awesome NXT Tag Team title match. It's a different NXT Tag Team title match because I think this is the first time we've seen an NXT Tag Team title match that hasn't included Undisputed Era since, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, so it's crazy. Absolutely insane, so... Fantastic episode of NXT. I'm giving it an A. I thought it was awesome. The main event was awesome. So NXT, the day that NXT doesn't get an A will be the day that pigs fall from the ground. So, yeah. But we have some other news. They're doing another Worlds Collide tournament, which I think will be awesome. I want to talk about that real quick, and then we'll end the video. I just got to... and also, too...
let's talk about that in the next video.
Well, I have it pulled up right now. Some other stuff that's announced for SmackDown and is Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan are going to have a contract signing. Randy Orton and AJ Styles are going to appear on the Kevin Owens show. And Rey Mysterio and Andrade are going to finally finish off their feud that they were supposed to finish at WrestleMania. They're just going to finish it on SmackDown instead. So, why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not? Okay, so here's the Worlds Collide tournament. They're going to have, a bunch of specials. They're going to do NXT versus NXT alumni. Look, these are going to be pretty sick matches, actually. We have Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze. I think that match will be really good. This match is going to be awesome. Dominic Dijakovic versus Harper. That match will be awesome.
Yeah.
Sanity versus Undisputed Era. Cassius Ohno versus Aiden English, which I think Cassius Ohno is going to like destroy Aiden English. And then we have Cruiserweights Collide. We have Tyler Bate versus the Brian Kendrick. Akira Tozawa versus Jordan Devlin. A tag team match, Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews versus Aria Daivari and Mike Kanellis. And Albert Hardy Jr. versus Grand Metalik versus Ligero. That would be an awesome triple threat match. Then we have the NXT UK tapings. We have Brands Battle Saturday, where they're just going to have 2 Battle Royals. And then Women's Collide, where we're going to have Io Shirai versus Sonya Deville. Toni Storm versus Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair. Piper Niven versus Zelina Vega. So rest in peace, Zelina Vega in that match. And Candice LeRae versus Kay Lee Ray, which is a pun because they both have like the same last name pretty much. So I'm looking forward to Worlds Collide this year. They're probably going to air it like after WrestleMania like they did for the Royal Rumble. But that's it for the Wrestling Rundown. We're done. We have nothing left to talk about, and I have nothing left to say to Chris because we have nothing to talk about. So is there anything you want to plug or promote before we end this video?
Wrestling Rundown and Retro Wrestling VCs next week. Don't care.
Yeah. I'll say the same thing. Yeah. What we'll be doing is Tuesday we're going to do Chris's pick, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, the first one. And then we're going to do my pick. Chris is going to love it. Thursday. I think, is it Thursday or Wednesday? I don't remember.
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. WrestleMania 9. You're going to love doing that one, Chris. You're going to love it. Yeah. Best WrestleMania ever, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we have... Chris, you don't know this. We're going to do 3 wrestling rundowns this week. We're going to do the one for the go-home shows and the prediction videos. We're going to do one Saturday before the Hall of Fame where we're just going to review NXT TakeOver New York because if we try to do NXT TakeOver New York and WrestleMania all in one video, it won't work. So
6 hours.
And I don't think you want to sit here for 6 hours.
Nope, I don't think you do either.
Yeah. And then that's basically it. Check out Owen the Talkinator and CM Brothers. We got some videos planned for the Owen the Talkinator YouTube channel and things like that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Me and Chris will talk to you guys Tuesday. So we will see you then. Say bye.
Bye.